So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have some constraints of time, so I'm going to ask everybody to please come forward, take your seats. Since we are up against the Jummah prayer, I'm not allowed to go beyond 2 o'clock. We have 6 candidates, so please take your seats so we can start the proceedings very quickly. Do we have all the candidates here? Can the media team turn on the floor mic, please, for the timekeeper? Check the mic. Yes, yeah, okay. So again, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I want to especially thank everybody who's coming here and thanks for organizing this event. The big thanks go to, obviously, the BOD and Dr. Qamar and the Secretary, Dr. Sanaullah. They have been very helpful in allowing me to have the room because this was very contentious and there were a lot of demands of the room and the time, so they were very kind to allow this. This year, what we're also going to do is record this debate, and it's going to be made available on APPNA website as well. Candidates can use the clips for their own campaign. Yesterday was the first day for the official day to start the electioneering. So now it's in full swing. I'm going to introduce and I also want to thank the media team, especially Laik and especially Maaz. So my media team back there, I'm told that my voice is not carrying over in the back. Can we open up the speakers in the back, please? Can you guys hear me in the back? Wave if you can. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I wanted to, before we start the thing, again, I'm going to take a couple of minutes to introduce my team, my awesome team. These are the members of the Nomination Election Committee, Dr. Khushnoob Ahmed. This is a 9-member committee appointed by the council, and each member has to be from a different alumni. This is an elected team. Dr. Khushnoob Ahmed is from Nishta Medical College. He's also my co-chair for the NEC. Dr. Amna Nasir, she's from Aga Khan and currently in Missouri. Dr. Humaira Qamar. Dr. Humaira Qamar is somewhere here in the audience. Oh, there she is. Humaira Ali. So sorry, not Humaira Qamar. I'm sorry. Humaira Ali, not to be confused with the other Humaira. Okay. And she's from Khyber Medical College from Ontario, Canada. Dr. Fawad Chaudhry is right here, and he's from Rawalpindi Medical School, currently in Oklahoma. Dr. Muhammad Arshad, I guess representing the dental APPNA. He's from, and I might not pronounce it right, Montmorency Dental School, and he's currently in Pennsylvania. Dr. Tabassum Saeed, she's from Fatima Jinnah Medical School, currently in Washington. Dr. Asim Chauhan from King Edward. He has been in the NEC in the past as well, and he's coming back for his second 3-year term. Dr. Asif Mahmood from Allama Iqbal. So this is, kudos to my team. And without them, this is an awesome team to work with. And because of that, I think we were able to organize all this. Okay, so some of the ground rules, I think Dr. Humaira Ali is going to explain those as well. So our role as a committee is to conduct fair and transparent election as much as possible in accordance and following the bylaws of APPNA. This year we tried to make it easier. We converted all the forms and nomination forms and code of conduct and all those things to signatures in electronic format. The code of conduct is posted on APPNA's website, so this is very important for all the voting members to be familiar with the code of conduct requirements, and if somebody is in violation of that, that can be reported. We urge all the candidates, they are all decent people, they are all aspiring candidates, aspiring leaders of the organization. So avoid any negative campaigning. However, if there's anything on the issues, they can certainly give some, I guess, less than favorable marks to the opponents, but it should be based on issues. Obviously, membership expects more professional behavior from the aspiring leaders. This is the election timeline, just to go over some quick timelines. The open electioneering season started for the first day of summer convention, that was July 9th. The last date for voter registration. So you can become a registered voter by July 13th to be able to vote in this year's election. So anybody becoming voter after July 13th is not going to be able to vote in this election. They might be able to do so in the next election. The ballots are going to go out to the membership on August 8th. And the last day to submit the electronic ballots is going to come to your email addresses. So please make sure that your email address in APPNA's website, APPNA's member login is correct. And sometime, because it happens every year, sometime these go to your trash box, so please check on that. So last day to submit your vote to be counted is August 28th. And the results are going to be announced on August 30th. I'm going to ask Dr. Ali to please explain the rules, please.
Okay. So the debate ground rules, each candidate will have 2-minute opening remark before the debate and a 60-second closing remark at the end of the session. The order of the opening and closing remarks will be determined by a draw. Each candidate will be given a chance to answer questions on rotating basis with time not exceeding 60 seconds, no rebuttals permitted. Audience can applaud candidates, answer only after they have completed their response. No counter questions will be allowed. Efforts will be made to include questions written from the audience at the end if the time allows. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ali. And I'm going to ask my two co-comparators, Dr. Amna Nasser and I think Dr. Asim Chauhan, if they're here. So I'm going to invite each candidate to please come to the podium in an alphabetical order. What we're going to do is they're going to have you draw a number, and based on that, that is going to be the, I guess, sequence of answering the question or taking the question or opening remarks and stuff. So the first one on my list is...
Point of order. We were told it's a 90-second closing remark.
Yeah, so that has been changed based on we have too many candidates, and otherwise we're not going to be able to accommodate more than 3 questions. So thank you for pointing it out. I did change that for that reason. So Dr. Noman Ashraf. So please take a number. Dr. Mohammad Zishan. Dr. Hassan Ali Habib Ahmed. Dr. Fiza Dafiq. Dr. Nadeem Ahmed. And Dr. Habib Chotani. I love the energy in the audience, so please keep it up. So with that, I'm going to have them, as they are all getting seated, I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Nasser and Dr. Chauhan to go over the questions, and I'm going to bring the next presentation for the questions.
Opening remarks.
Yeah, so it's going to come. So Asim, come here. How do I minimize that? It doesn't give me the...
I think you just need to go.
No, this is they're separate. I need to close this. So who has the first one?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
number 1.
So you want to announce them for the first,
Picking
for
up
the opening remarks?
sequence.
In that sequence, we go ahead.
Speak kar rahe hain.
So we're going to do
Ye bhi confirm kar rahe hain.
All right, welcome everyone. Yeah. So we're going to start with the opening remarks. Everybody has 2 minutes for their opening remarks. We'll start with the draw number 1, and we have a timekeeper who is going to sound the alarm at the end of 2 minutes. So we'll go in and start with you, sir. Yeah. Start.
Use that mic. Can you please open the mic from the back?
Can you hear me? So, theek hai. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nadeem Ahmed. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I am a graduate of Ross University School of Medicine and practice pulmonary and critical care in St. Louis. I'm also a founding lifetime member of APPNA. My wife, Seema, and I have 3 children. 2 of my daughters are graduate of St. George's University, also in the Caribbean, School of Medicine, and they are currently doing psychiatry residency in US. My son, who is a graduate of Kansas City University, he is doing a residency in internal medicine. I am a founding member of local chapter of APPNA St. Louis and is past president. I'm also a founding member of alumni of Caribbean Medical Schools. It's president in 2023 and current chair of board of trustees. I'm also a founding member of APPNA Chest, and I'm its current president. With that, I have served either as a chair, co-chair, or member of international committee meetings, Social Welfare Disaster Relief Committee, APPNA National Healthcare Day, and various other leadership positions. My vision is to bring APPNA, increase the membership, and also with the participation of US, Caribbean, and Pakistani graduates into the fold of APPNA. By serving in the international committee meeting, it gives me a unique experience. Time's up. 2 minutes? Okay. Yes, all right. Thank you.
You can pass it to the mic. Go ahead, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Dear colleagues, it is my great honor and pleasure to share my ideas and vision for a transformative APPNA. My name is Hassan Ali Habib Ahmed. I am a practicing sleep medicine specialist and faculty in residency program in St. Louis, Missouri. I have been the president of APPNA St. Louis, where I led a dynamic team of young volunteers and initiated programs to achieve greater heights of success. I would like to share my unique story with you first. I'm a graduate of Dow Medical College, 1985. I had a very successful ENT practice in Karachi, Pakistan, but circumstances forced me to relocate to the US with 15 years of experience in otorhinolaryngology. I came in quest of peace, acceptance, and understanding. My journey in the USA started with studying for USMLE. I landed a residency position because of my sheer determination and hard work after already having built a career in Pakistan. I finished my fellowship in 2008 and continued working in the same program as faculty. I had to recalibrate my goals. I have to reinvent my career. I had to learn to adjust in a new and a challenging surrounding. To recalibrate, to reinvent, and to readjust is what is needed to ensure a transformative APPNA. I therefore present myself as a bridge candidate between the APPNA of yesterday and the APPNA of tomorrow, which shall be the voice of the future. I promise to you that I will take the lifelong experience to involve younger generation into the APPNA. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. Now I invite Dr. Fiza Rafiq.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum, my dear APPNA family. It is a huge honor and privilege for me to be among the most accomplished physicians of APPNA today. My name is Fiza Rafiq, and I am a Canadian Pakistani who believes in the core values of family and community ties, culture and heritage, education and personal growth, faith and spirituality, social justice and human rights, diversity and inclusion. I am a graduate of Fatima Jinnah Medical University, and I'm a graduate of Fatima Jinnah 1996 that taught us about equity, respect, excellence, caring, collaboration, and creativity. I am married to Dr. Zahid Rafiq, who is a graduate of Rawalpindi Medical College. and I am a mother of 4 children. I am a family physician working in Calgary, Alberta since 2005, and I have a background of obstetrics and gynecology, and currently I'm working as a clinical assistant professor with Cummings School of Medicine. My passion is to teach medical students and residents, and I am involved in teaching the international medical graduates for over 15 years. I'm a strong advocate of vulnerable communities, and including international medical graduates. My passion to help these vulnerable communities is to advocate for them at local, provincial, and federal levels. My passion to speak up for vulnerable communities took me to Bangladesh to help Rohingya refugees. And this passion also helped me from my platform of APPNA to lead a medical mission to South Punjab in 2022 and adopt a village there, Kashani Basti. And we have I am a lifetime member of APPNA. I'm a lifetime member of APPNA. I'm a lifetime member of many other organizations, including WAPNA in APPNA. And I am here to speak up to all of you, to raise the bar of APPNA and all the smaller alumni so that they can be inclusive. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rafiq. If I can ask the audience to hold their applause so that you don't take time away from the candidate. Now I'll welcome Dr. Habib Chathani.
Assalamu alaikum. It is an honor to be a candidate of APPNA Board of Directors. I would like to thank the NEC for organizing this debate and wish all my candidates good luck. I graduated from Aga Khan University in '95, and I'm lucky to be married to Sabahat Nawab, a graduate of King Edward. I trained at University of Pittsburgh, and we run a 12-provider medical group in Northern Virginia. In Virginia, I am a chair of medicine, regional medical director, and a board member representing over 2,000 physicians and APPs. I've completed training courses in leadership, including those on personal management, business management, ethics, and conflict interest management. I've been engaged in APPNA since 2010 as a host committee member, National CME co-chair, National Food Pantry project chair, raising over $140,000, chair APPNA Communication Committee, and local sponsorship committees. At the alumni level, I've been president of APPNA and serve on its council. The board is the caretaker of APPNA, serves at the will of its members, and does not hold ownership of the organization. It should work closely with the council to advance the mission of APPNA. That mission has to be completed with business-like efficiency, compassion, and attention to bylaws, approved SOPs, and code of conduct. I believe that I have the necessary skills to help the board make better decisions and fulfill its promises to our members. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chathani. Now I invite Dr. Zishan Mohammed.
I would like to thank you, NEC, for organizing it, and thank you to all of you for joining us today. I am Mohammed Zishan from New Jersey. Before going to Nishtar, I worked as a waiter at my dad's restaurant for 12 years. I always wonder why God wanted me to work at a restaurant when my destination to become a child psychiatrist. And I didn't get the answer until I got married to my wonderful wife, Khatija. And one of the many reasons that we have been married for the past 12 years is that I cook good food. So I am here today with my mother-in-law, my wife, my 9-year-old daughter Manal, 7-year-old son Mikhail, who are both state-level chess champion. And I'm really grateful to have my family support with me. Beside this, I am Harvard-trained child psychiatrist, only infant psychiatrist in the state of New Jersey. I am a certified Maxwell leadership coach, internationally recognized master parenting coach, author of more than 10 books, social media influencer with 350,000 global followers on Parenting with Dr. Z, and also recipient of many national and international awards. I will mention only one. There's a 0 to 3 fellow, which is awarded to 18 fellows all over the world every other year, and I was the first one from Pakistan to receive that award. Thank you. I am the only one, first Muslim and first Pakistani, to nominated to run for American Psychiatric Association Early Career Psychiatrist Board of Trustee position. And beside that, I served in APPNA in many different committees, including chairing a couple of committees, and also the youngest president of Pakistani psychiatrists in US, and served as a treasurer, general secretary, and also Nishtar alumni as well. I was able to launch first transgender mental health in Pakistan. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Zishan. And now I invite Dr. Nauman Ashraf. Please go ahead.
Ji, assalamu alaikum, dear APPNA family. First of all, thanks to the NEC and all of you for being here. My name is Nauman Ashraf. I graduated from Liaquat in 2004. And then after that, I did my addiction psychiatry residency and the addiction psychiatry fellowship and the general psychiatry residency from NYU. And then after that, I moved to Joplin, where I live with my lovely wife and my two kids, 8-year-old daughter, Rabail, and 12-year-old son, Rayan. I'm currently serving as the founding program director of general psychiatry residency, as well as the addiction medicine fellowship. And I also serve as the adjunct professor of psychiatry at the Kansas City University. I'm running for the position of board of directors to promote equity, merit, and transparency in APPNA. My association with APPNA started in my training years, and then right after my graduation, I became the lifetime member of APPNA. And since then, it's over a decade, I think, and then in those 10, 12 years, I have served in a lot of important committees of APPNA, NEC, Membership Committee, Office Management Committee, SWDRC, Council. I've chaired RISA, YPC, and Communications Committee. My most notable contributions to APPNA have been when I was the chair of APPNA YPC, and I think those two are going to outlive me, were the creation of two endowment funds. One is the APPNA YPC Tahira Khatun loan program that has $200,000 invested in the program and that provides loans to our younger graduates. The other one is the APPNA YPC Research Travel Award. That's another endowment fund I created, and that provides the scholarships to our younger graduates who come here and then perform and present their scholarly work that you would see tomorrow in the YPC session. So I am coming up through the ranks. I have the lived experience in this organization. I understand the bylaws, code of conduct. I have huge respect for the conflict interest. So I humbly request your vote for that position.
Thank you so much for such outstanding introductions, all our great candidates. And now we will go to our question answers, and we will start. They've drawn a number, and they're sitting with that sequence. So we're going to start with the first question with the first individual. So
hello, everyone. Welcome. Two things that Dr. Khan reminded me to share with you. The questions were generated by the membership, one. Two, if you have more questions that were not answered today due to the lack of time, kindly share them with the NEC members, and we will try to engage them or entertain them in the virtual meeting coming up. All right. Let me read this question to you, like on the Jeopardy. The extravagant cost of attending APPNA conventions puts a strain on members, especially the early career physicians with young families, and this often becomes a barrier for their active participation in APPNA affairs. APPNA also struggles in engaging the second-generation graduates from North America and the Caribbean schools. What measures would you take to engage this younger generation of members and make it easier for them to participate in APPNA activities? Dr. Nadeem Ahmed.
Thank you. Thank you for that question. This question actually make me think a lot about what's been happening in APPNA since I've been involved in it. My own kids, who are born and raised in U.S., and two of them went to medical school in Caribbean and one in U.S., has the same issue. I think the cost of APPNA meetings, whether international or local or national, have gone up tremendously. And I think that what we need to do is to look at alternate sources of APPNA finances instead of relying heavily and exclusively on the meetings including international committee meetings, we can look towards the sources of APPNA's income and finances. One would be to say, like, look into a grant writer that we can get some grants. A lot of the organizations which are much smaller than us are much more financially stable than we are. Number two, a person who has come like in the first years of their medical training are trying to adjust their training, their kids are younger, and if they have to pay around close to $250 per ticket, it can cost up to like $5,000 for one meeting to attend. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ahmed. So we are just going to go down the, so not for confusion, same question, everybody.
Yeah, go ahead.
Very relevant and very important question for those who are younger physicians in our organization. I totally agree that the current situation needs to improve. To improve, I have some ideas which I would like to share with you. One, cut down the expenses by cutting down this amount we are spending onto the entertainment. Number two, create more revenue. Come up with new ideas. Involve other corporations, involve other angles to our organization, and use the other chapters which are across the US and into the Canada. Utilize, bring in more revenue. We will cut down the cost. And this year, as we have cut down the cost of the new membership, I hope these youngsters has taken an advantage. If not, there are still 2 more days to go. Register yourself, be part of this organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this very burning and relevant question. And we're all, pondering why we are not seeing younger physicians to come and join APPNA. It's a very, very relevant question, and we all need to work on it together. I think for me, it's very important to involve the young physicians and ask them what they want to see in APPNA and why they are not joining APPNA. We decide on ourselves in different committees that we should do this, we should do that. I think this is time that we should involve the younger physicians more and more into APPNA as an organization and circulate certain surveys and get the feedback and listen from them that why they don't like to be part of APPNA. We need to change this culture of APPNA right now. I think this is not attractive to the younger physicians anymore, maybe attractive for us, but these younger physicians, they might have different needs, and there may be different challenges, and we need to bridge those challenges and I think work together and involve the younger physicians by cutting down on all these extravagant activities which we are doing and spend more money on creating more mentorship opportunities and more networking opportunities and more engaging environment where these physicians feel welcomed to be here and they don't feel overwhelmed when they come here. Thank you.
Thank you for this question. I certainly agree that the cost has been growing exponentially over the years. And I think the first thing we need to do is being transparent in our finances, to know that where is the money is being spent and be very clear about it and see where we can cut the costs. We can certainly cut the cost on all the posters which we see outside. We can also work on offsetting the offsetting the cost by getting other revenue cycles and revenue lines that can come to us. I think new members have different values. We need to understand what their values are. The younger generation, they move and they spend money if there is a cause associated with it. So I think that's something which we have to start thinking about. Whenever we are doing a project, how can we involve them? And I think mentorship program is very important. These residents or fresh attendings who are coming out, they need to have a one-to-one mentorship program which I think APPNA had before, but I think we need to evolve and make it better, where if somebody wants to go to private practice, they can go. If they are going to academics, they can have guidance for that, and so on and so forth. So I think these are all the different things, but I think first and foremost, we need to start listening to our younger physicians and their needs. Thank you.
Thank you for asking this question. You know, after Zohran Mamdani ran the New York mayor, a lot of Muslim I have seen getting excited to getting involved in politics because we see someone who look like us. So if you want more youngster to involve, I think we need to choose, the youngest member for the board of director, and I feel honored to. And also, also cutting all those things, but also innovating strategies. I'm a social media influencer. We need Rajab Bhatt, Patlu, who have so many influencers about things relevant, who have so much knowledge, we can offer through APPNA these courses to generate more money. Similarly, advocacy. We need to make our meeting more valuable, where we can provide advocacy skill, policy, how to get involved in politics, why we have 100% attendance, even desperate for the entertainment, and we don't have few people in CME, few people in the CME activities. We need to involve more senators, more legislators in our meetings so that APPNA make more relevant. Similarly, for our kids, I need to have chess competition, not only for my kids, but all of others as well. I need to have a singing competition, art competition, mind games, math competition, so that we feel relevant, we feel more at home. This is what I would suggest. We can get involved. Not only cutting costs is good, but also make it more relevant and more valuable. Thank you.
So I don't want to repeat anything, agree with everything that's been said, but in addition, I would say we are a professional organization, so let's behave like one. If we can increase our professional footprint, if we can come up with a state-of-the-art medical education department in APPNA that can provide great CME courses, mock boards, attract the research grants, then we'll be able to attract money. When I was the chair of YPC, we monetized the APPNA YPC channel. That's another source of income for us. But also, I think some priorities, and some have been mentioned. APPNA has 3 domains. It's got the education advocacy, it's got the philanthropy, and then it's got the entertainment cultural side. I would add another bucket to it if I am in the board and we are talking about the budget. That would be giving back to the members. Some of the profits from the meetings needs to go back to that. You need to engage your member, and especially the early career physicians, so that's how you can accommodate them. The third thing would be increase your membership. Get to the magical number of 10,000 so you can attract big pharma sponsors and cover your meetings, just like any other professional organization does it. So I think if we are true to our DNA, we will have good results. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will go to...
Can you hold a second? So I think with 6 candidates, the time is very short, and we have to vacate this place. So we're going to reduce the time for answer from the 90 seconds to 60 seconds. That's what we had decided, but somehow it didn't happen. So from this question onward, it's going to be 60 seconds for each candidate's answer. Thank you.
So the next question will be answered by Dr. Hassan. We'll start with that sequence. So over the past 2 to 3 years, new APPNA bylaws have made a significant improvement in reducing the number of unsolicited phone calls and text messages to the members from multiple candidates at all hours of the day. How does this restriction impact your election campaign? Do you think it is a step in the right direction?
Thank you very much. Very important question, because while talking to general members like you sitting here, there is always impression that there are too many phone calls coming into their homes, into their offices, into their cell phone numbers without their permission to do it. There are others on the other side of this debate where they say, sir, you didn't call me, I don't know, you are contesting for the election, and so forth. And this happens every year. I didn't vote for you, I did not know about you because you didn't call me. So we have to come up with a solution. And solution is to sit together And once the rules are formed, we have to follow those rules. Rules are always there, but nobody follows them. So we have to work together, make rules, follow them. Thank you.
Thank you so much for asking this question again, and very well said, Dr. Saab. The answer is same. I think all the candidates have similar challenges, and whoever has run in APPNA, they know their bylaws. And I was one of those council member of APPNA when the bylaws were changed in 2021, and we thought that this is going to be perfect. The bylaws are perfect, but who is following the bylaws? We all know that. We have been taught if you're a candidate, you have to call, call, call. I have heard this many times from all my colleagues, from my seniors, that you have to call, but again, it's against the bylaws to run an active campaign before it's actually a campaign. So I think if we are all following the bylaws, it is very important that we uphold the bylaws, and we all should follow it, and that is the only solution to make it better.
I think since I came here yesterday, everyone has talked to me, and some people have categorically said, if you don't call, you're not going to get the vote. But I feel that it has not impacted me that much. We are in 2025, and we have a lot of social media that we can use to help communicate and reach out to those who are willing to talk to me. I set up a Calendly invite. So what I have put it up on social media. If somebody wants to talk to me, they just click a button. I have 3 hours every day that dedicated to talk to my members, and they can choose the time of their choosing, so I'm not interfering in their personal time. And then I will call them after that, and I can talk to them if they wish. So I think that's very important. But
Again, thank you. Great question. I think calling members is just one way of reaching out to them. There are many different creative ways. We have Facebook, we have social media, we cannot call, but you can call us. We have our cell number. But the main thing which I learned being a leadership coach is not about communication. It's about connection. I think we need to learn when we make that call, it's not about the voting, how we can connect to that member. And without having that skill set, I think that's where those members who are in their clinical job and getting this call just for the vote, that definitely, more intimidating and more frustrating. But if we will make this call, that person feel connected, being heard, being understood, I think they may not mind this call. So I think it's a great idea to become more innovative, and I think it's good to communicate and connect either. Thank you.
So I call it the gag clause. I think it needs to go away. I think when we wrote the bylaws, the pendulum swung too much to the other side. Yes, you should not be calling the people who give you, their name is on the no call, no text list, but outside of this should be allowed. But again, we have to follow the bylaws because the very organization you're running for this office, if you don't follow the bylaws and make calls, what's the point of running for it? So right now it exists, and we need to follow it. But it should be looked into it. We have had extensive discussion. I think there is right now almost unanimous consensus that we live in America as democratic country. We get calls all the time. You don't want to take it. You don't want to take the test. Ignore it. But otherwise, reach out to the APPNA office so they can put you on the no-call list. But besides that, we should be able to. I would request BODs if they can just allow one call to all the candidates this time so we can make a connection to all the members. Please look into this request. Thank you.
So to call or not to call is the question. So it's an important sort of a dilemma because some of the candidates, most of the candidates want to reach out. Our membership now is approaching almost like 4,000 people, and not all of them are approachable by one means or the other. I feel that in any case, no matter how much we dislike or want improvement, we have to uphold the bylaws. We have to uphold the cable. I know it's a document that has improved a lot, has come a long way, but it still needs some tweaking, I think, particularly when it comes down to canvassing and approaching the, the membership. But I think it needs still to be discussed. Over the years, I think the bylaws have improved a lot. It has shortened the cycle of canvassing and campaigning, electioneering, and that is a very positive sign, as opposed to in the past, it used to be 6 or 8 months. But I think we have to hold the bylaws. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. So the next question. Question number 3. According to the bylaws, APPNA is an independent, not-for-profit professional and educational organization with no political affiliations or activities. Yet a number of its officers meet with and promote the agenda of Pakistan's political establishment, often for personal gains. What steps would APPNA take to prevent such individuals from using APPNA's platform to legitimize the unconstitutional establishment in Pakistan and in the process tarnish the image of APPNA? Dr. Fiza Rafiq, please.
I think this is a challenge on each and every forum we are facing these days, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's social media, Facebook or Instagram or any other group we are all Pakistanis, and we get affected whatever is happening in Pakistan. We have our emotional bindings, we have our own political affiliations. But as like all other professional organizations like AMA or other health organizations, they're all professional organizations. We follow their bylaws and we don't talk about politics when it comes to other professional organizations. We take this privilege when we come to our own Pakistani organizations to break the rules, to break the code of conduct and and don't listen to the bylaws, whatever it is. So. So APPNA remains a professional organization. We should avoid politics on this platform, and we should rather work on whatever is the mission and vision of APPNA, which is health, education, and empowering international medical graduates. Thank you.
Thank you for this question. Yes, APPNA is a non-for-profit organization, and I think we should not be involved in any political aspirations. And if I'm the board of director, I will not allow personal, political, or financial gains, and I will be very strong about it. Having said that, we are involved in Pakistan, and I think if there are human rights violations, and there are things that are associated with healthcare, I think in getting yourself involved and influencing that, there is nothing wrong with that. But I think so I think the distinction has to be very clear that where we are standing, and I think that is the main key for our future success and being involved in Pakistan. Thank you.
Thank you for this question. I think as a leadership coach, we learn these gaps in the organization as a crack in the wall where the lights come in. So rather than seeing as a challenge, I want to see what in this gap or challenge the light is showing us. To me, I think it's showing us that APPNA need to provide training to our physicians how to become a good advocate, how to involve in policy making, how to involve in legislation. Because once we have those training, we may learn where to stand and where to back off. And I also agree that we need to stand with our minority population. As I mentioned, I piloted the first transgender mental health in Pakistan. I provided education for children of sex workers, and those two projects are the most satisfying in my life. Yes, we need to stand, but making sure we are following the bylaws, making sure that we have those training that allow us to strengthen where we want to be and where we can't. Thank you.
So you cannot control the members, right, at this point. They do not have any code of conduct that they sign. Now, for our committee chairs and BODs, we have a code of conduct document that explicitly says at this point about expressing your personal affiliation. The problem with that document is, recently we've seen it as well, So people receive the document on the email, and just like signing any other form that we get, like from say the mobile service and other things, you just hit on the agree. So a lot of people do not understand what's the content of that code of conduct. Having proper trainings for the board of directors, for all the committee chairs, going through every single point and explaining it to them, I think that's the way that you tell them. And then your question was how to enforce. Well, if they are not following it, then you complain to the EGC and our conscience of the organization, which is working really well, so they should be able to take a stance on that. So I think that's the way you will improve the processes. Besides that, whatever is allowed under 501(c), you should be doing. Like one area that I think we need to do more on is the humanitarian side. Develop the
I think the politics of Pakistan or any or in U.S. I think should stay out of APPNA. It is hard to control, as my colleagues have said, for the members to enforce it. But I think for the chairs and for the board of directors and executive council members, they have to abide by the SOPs and the code of conduct. In this day and age, it is very hard to control that. In the past, APPNA used to have social forums right here, within the mainstream meeting. At least they have gone off the campus, and they're still being conducted at their own in their own time. But I think it should universally be discouraged and forcefully implemented. And I'll stop here.
Thank you very much. Very relevant question. The answer is very simple. We are a professional organization of physicians. I will repeat, professional organization of physicians. There should be a limit to what we can do based on our Constitution. Follow the Constitution in 100% spirit. We will be succeeding as a group together. Thank you.
So we have time for one more question. I do apologize. I think there was we are a non-profit, non-religious organization. And I think there was something missing in the wording of this question, which I think some people have taken offense to, and I apologize for that, but I think we could have written it better. So we're going to go to the next question, and we will start with Dr. Habib Janani. So APPNA Canada chapter, you do not have the floor to speak. Please sit down. Please sit down. Please sit down. You do not have the floor. You cannot, no.
So please take a seat. We can talk about this later.
Okay.
So thank you. Please go ahead.
APPNA Canada chapter recently registered
the quorum
itself as an independent organization in Canada, using the same name as APPNA. What is your understanding about APPNA Canada issue? If you were elected to APPNA's leadership position, how would you resolve this issue?
Thank you for the question. In my opinion, there should be only one APPNA. Having said that, there is definitely certain specific nuances of Canadian physicians. And we need to work with Canadian chapter and provide them with a framework so those issues can be accommodated. Those decisions should not be focused on any personal preferences, but for the benefit of the larger organization. I feel that there are definitely differences in licensure, malpractice, contracts in Canada, and I think those we need to understand and try to accommodate and keep both Canadian chapters and APPNA chapters together. Thank you.
You know, in 2019, I brought my professor from Harvard to Nishtar, and we were talking about the parenting. One professor stood up and said, Dr. Harrison, don't teach us about parenting. These things you need to teach to the Western people, not to Pakistan. So my mentor mentioned, that I don't want to claim that I know the challenges that you're facing. Please let us know how to do it. And that person is the champion of our project. So that being said, I think we need to have a neutral reconciliation task force to restore trust through structured listening, shared goals, and joint projects. I think we must protect regional identity while preserving collective unity. I strongly believe that let's build bridges and not try to alienate any of the members, because we are all one APPNA and we are all strong together. Thank you.
So I think there were two parts to the question. One is, what is the understanding? Well, the understanding is, the official version is that the people in the Canadian side were asked to set up a subsidiary of the APPNA over there, and the organization that was set up, it looks like a parallel organization to the APPNA. So again, I am not in the board, so I don't have the official understanding of that. So I will sit down with both sides. I'll go through their concerns, listen to them, but I really want the minutes of that, what was discussed. If I have the minutes, then I'll make my decision based on that. For me, there's one bigger umbrella of APPNA. We all come under that. There's one president, there's one board of APPNA, and then one bylaws that going to supervise everything, whether you open in Canada, Mexico, Pakistan. I do believe we need to empower every single member. Canadian members have their request for the CME donation. We need to do whatever we can, empower them with the understanding we all are under the one big umbrella of APPNA. Thank you.
I think, first of all, I deeply respect and value our Canadian colleagues. It would have been much nicer if Canada would have become the 51st state, but since that didn't happen, so I think that didn't happen, so now we're facing this dilemma. I think our Canadian colleagues, they need to sort it out among themselves first. I think we are fighting their fight by proxy, and all their misunderstanding and misgiving. But I think APPNA BOD, I give them credit, and to the president that they have come a long way to resolve this issue, whatever the issue may be. I think I'm not going to go into detail. We don't have time for that. Our time is already cut from 60 seconds to 90 to 60 seconds. But I think they have done all the inquiries. They have done what they could, our BOD, to sort this out. It needs to be sorted out because we cannot ignore our Canadian colleagues and neighbors. Particularly, we are having our a meeting there in fall. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this question. Answer is very, very simple. First, talk to the people who have different ideas. You can't just ignore them. Talk to them. Bring them to the table. Sit together. I attended a CME. The take-home message from CME, which I attended last year, was talk, sit together, resolve the issue on a cup of tea. If it does not occur, follow your constitution, stay on it, don't go here or there out of your constitution. I have read the constitution. I will be your representative in BOD and will not let anyone to go out of the constitutional guidelines. Thank you.
Thank you for asking this very burning question and being the only single Canadian sitting among all of these people here. I think who can answer this question better? Yes, being a Canadian, we are going through very challenging times. We have our group of friends. They have been probably ignored in a way that they were not given a chance to talk about their vision and mission or whatever happened last year. There were some mishaps. But again, I will say that we have our bylaws. We have to follow the bylaws of APPNA. These should be above. The bylaws should be above. We have to follow the bylaws. Under that, whatever is there, that can be resolved mutually. So my mission and vision for APPNA, there is only one APPNA, one voice. And we should stay together and connect all the Pakistani physicians across North America under the bylaws of APPNA. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rafiq. Thank you for answering all those questions. Now we will come to our closing remarks and all the questions that were submitted by the membership.
60 seconds.
Now, 60 seconds, Dr. Nauman Ashraf.
Well, thank you, NEC, for arranging the debate, and thanks to all of you for listening to us. I've written a piece in this summer journal. It's on page 77. If you get a chance, please read it. It talks about the deontology and consequentialism. It'll help you decide who to vote for on merit. You know, there are promises and there's a track record of service in APPNA. So I hope that you look at my services. I hope that you go through my CV and then decide if you want an independent voice on the board, if you want someone who has the audacity to call a spade when they are on the board, someone who enjoys a good relationship across all the alumni and chapters. But again, if there is a question about what's right for APPNA, I will always do what is in the best interest of APPNA. So I humbly request, please go through my CV, please talk to people who work with me, and then if you feel like I'm the right candidate, then please vote for me. Thank you.
I want to thank you again, NEC, our colleague on the stage, and to all of you for your service for APPNA. You know, we all love this organization, and we want to reach the maximum potential. I can do that by making it more inclusive, family-friendly, technology-driven, and as well as by empowering a physician, both as a parent and as a leaders, so that we have more presence of APPNA members in AMA and other regional organizations, as well as in policy making. Yes, strengthening financial stability and administrative structure. So we all see that we all want a paradigm shift and cultural change in APPNA, and if you want a younger, qualified, certified, trained leadership coach to serve on the board. So I am the youngest, and I'm the certified coach. I'm Dr. Mohammad Zishan, candidate for APPNA BOD. Thank you.
Thank you. Many of you don't know me, and you don't know my personal ethics, my problem-solving approach. My job today is to reassure that I believe in what APPNA could be. There are many issues facing APPNA. As discussed, dwelling in the past will not solve these problems. As BOD member, I will listen first. I will seek out opportunities to help communities in North America, and I will empower local chapters, especially the Canada chapter. I will never hide. I will make difficult decisions. I will share financial reports and will challenge the status quo. I will seek guidance from senior leaders like former presidents and board members, but also from our youngest members. Their needs are different. Let me tell you what I will not do. I will never choose one group over other. I will not hide behind explanations. I will not use APPNA to raise my profile. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for giving again another opportunity to talk to you. Working in APPNA for over a decade with various committees, with my alumni as a treasurer, general secretary, and then president of FGMkhana, I had the privilege to serve my own Pakistani physicians diaspora here. My vision for APPNA again is one APPNA, one voice, and connect all the Canadian and Pakistani physicians in USA together. And a very welcoming platform of APPNA for young physicians, especially in the form of research and APPNA Merit Education Platform, YBC Committee, as well as to have an environment where they feel welcomed. And my dear friends, let me assure you, APPNA is not broken. So let's not fix it what is not broken. And whenever there is an intention to do good, yes, certainly we can do good. And I would like to share, खुलूस हो तो दुआ में असर भी आता है, शजर हरा हो तो उस पर समर भी आता है, मेरी समात और बीनाई छीनने वाले मैं सुन भी सकता हूँ, मुझको नज़र भी आता है. Stay strong.
Dear colleagues, we need to march together for a generational change in APPNA. As a bridge candidate between the APPNA of yesterday and the APPNA of tomorrow, who has reinvented recalibrated, and reimagined my own struggles and career trajectory. I will be your advocate, your voice, and your hope for a better, bigger, and a brighter APPNA. My purpose in seeking this role is not personal, but to serve our community at large. If elected, I'm committed to fulfilling the responsibilities outlined in the Constitution. I'm especially passionate about creating a broader, more inclusive role of younger physicians, regardless of gender or alumni affiliation. I implore you to vote for me. Your vote, your vote, your vote. Thanks.
Well, thank you for putting this forum together. In closing, I can say that I have heard a lot of good suggestions and ideas coming from my colleagues and fellow contestants. My vision is to improve the goals that we can build upon through research and through the involvement of the younger physicians and children through the community work and academics. With the experience that I have being involved in APPNA, I think we can definitely count on that. I can have the ability to listen, to problem solve, and leverage teamwork. The goal would be to bring APPNA together, build upon it, and with your support, I ask for your vote, and we can cross this line together with your support and bring the trust back to APPNA. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. So on behalf of the NEC, I want to congratulate and thank all the candidates for their time and eloquent answers. I think we are butting against the Friday prayers. I'm not going to take too much time. I want to thank all my NEC members to help arrange that. I know there was some question that probably caused some confusion. These questions came from the membership. And as the chair of the NEC, I take full responsibility of those questions and being posed. I know there was some questions or argument about the unconstitutionality of the Pakistan government. So this is up to me, and if it hurts anybody, I apologize. Thank you very much. Please go for the Friday prayers, and I request all the candidates to please stay here. And I would like all the NEC members to come here up here as well for the group photo.